Hi guys, Dr. Bowen here. This is just a quick review for our midterm exam. I don't know about you, but the management midterm kind of snuck up on me. I don't know if it's because we didn't have a fall break this semester, or maybe we started a little early, or I don't know, but I'm really surprised that it's time for the midterm exam. As I was writing your new updated review sheet and working on the exam, I did want to just cover a few things with you very quickly. I wanted to make sure that you have watched the videos on my YouTube channel. I realized when I was going over the exam, a lot of the answers are right there in the video. So if you watched it, you're going to do great. Just make sure you have, in addition to, of course, doing the reading in our textbook and on the Blackboard website, all of those readings are important. The Covey book, a little less so, not because the information isn't important, but we just haven't focused on it a lot, so it's not represented on the test a lot independently, although there is a little bit, but not a whole lot. I wanted to draw your attention to the review sheet. This is up on Blackboard, and it's just a list of terms that I thought were important for you guys. Remember when I said that learning management is like learning a foreign language? Learn the terms. Make sure especially that you focus on the research chapter. So the Dictionary of Public Relations Measurement and Research is very important, but Chapter 8 is also very important. If you only have time to read one thing before the exam, which I hope is not the case, but if you only have time for one thing, memorize Chapter 8. Chapter 8 talks about research in all of its various forms, and we know that research is the key to what makes management strategic rather than just run-of-the-mill management or management by experience or some other approach. So make sure that you know the terminology of research: formative and evaluative research, informal and formal research, primary and secondary research, and quantitative and qualitative research. And under each of those main pillars, what are the main forms of quantitative research? Surveys, polls, clicking through on websites, getting demographic data. Anything statistical is quantitative. Qualitative research is really the why questions, where we ask why something occurs. So we look for detailed, in-depth understanding types of information. We may use focus groups. We may use an open-ended qualitative question on the end of a survey. We may use interviews. We may use other means of qualitative exploration, such as observation, participant observation, looking through the text documents of our organization, such as all the emails that have come in complaining about a product or our warranty, etc. And then, of course, we have analytics, which are more on the quantitative side. Those are things we can glean from social media by using programs such as Crimson Hexagon. We also have big data, meaning massive data sets, not personalized to unique individuals, but lots of data that we can use to see trends. And then, interestingly, we have artificial intelligence data. AI data is a little bit invasive at times, but we can use it to pinpoint people with great accuracy so we know exactly how they interact with our organization. So all of those forms of research are incredibly important. The definitions of public relations, obviously its sub-functions, knowing what issues management is, the dominant coalition, who's in the C-suite, what comprises good management in a process, what the structure, culture, and physical look of an organization contributes to how we communicate, the various approaches to management strategy, authoritarian and participative communication styles, and so on. And of course the RACE acronym. So that takes you up through the chapters listed on the syllabus. I also want to mention that the critical thinking readings are reflected on the exam. They are extremely important. Learning to discipline your mind and think in a principled manner is incredibly important when you're dealing with management. You want to make rational, evidence-based, well thought out decisions so that you're doing things in a strategic way rather than by guessing. So the critical thinking readings are very important. The Myers-Briggs personality type. Why do we form teams around personality types? What makes a good high-performing team? And that gives you an overview. There are some questions at the end of the review sheet that sort of get to a more conceptual level in terms of applying the concepts of management, such as why is it important to know what your competitive advantage is for an organization? Or how do you define effectiveness? Is it the goal attainment approach or is it systems theory, and which one's best for a particular type of organization? There aren't many questions like that on the exam. Most of the questions are terminology, but I do want you to begin thinking in terms of what makes good management and what makes you the best manager that you can be. So that is it, reviewing for the midterm. It shouldn't make you nervous. It's 50 questions, multiple choice, and true and false. The true and false gives you a little bit of a better advantage because you have a 50-50 of getting it right even if you don't read the question. And it does speed up your test taking a little bit. Don't worry about the time you'll have to completion of the exam. I'm going to set it for 2 hours. If you need additional time, if you are going through our disability service, let me know. But honestly, with 50 questions, I don't think anyone will need the full 2 hours. That's just in case you should have some type of internet connectivity problem and so on. I want you to do well on the midterm exam, and I know that you will. Just study, do your readings, watch the video, and you're going to be great. Thanks for joining me, and I will speak with you soon.